Well, good news is today there's Heterodyne, so it doesn't matter.
Cool.
W4GCS and Matt, K3JWI, Harrison, Tennessee. Yes, it was a very pretty show.
So that guy's in Tennessee. Let me look at this. Dude, he's got to be hearing us pretty well.
There's no doubt, because I talked to guys I talked to in the morning. They live down there, and he says it's like, you know, we come down there very strong, and it's a wonder how they can even run the net.
Good to hear everybody. So with that, I'm going to say 73s and...
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how it works. Maybe they're listening. I don't know how they're doing it, but it's got to be uncomfortable. I don't know why it happens.
I just assume move to 75 if you guys want to. It don't matter to me. But if you don't want to get up and change stuff, it's understandable. I could just notch them out. Set up like 100 little notch filters for all the little Heterodynes.
Yeah, they're piss weak.
Right, and everybody's pretty much zero beated on them, so it's not really causing any issues.
You're right, they're piss weak, and when anybody keys up, if you're relatively close to them, zero beat, like they just go away.
How many are they pulling out? They must be in the same trailer park.
Well, there's the mullet net, Brega Brega.
That's right. 10-4, good buddy.
So it's not like a ground loop or anything?
W4GC.
No, it's I think it's the filament chokes. It's kind of a Henry thing. I've searched out everything on the amp. I mean on the radio itself. I just changed out a power supply. I've got a commercial power supply that I took out of MCOM. It's like 150 amp, and it's still doing it.
So when you turn the amplifier off, it goes away?
Yes. I mean, on the local monitor, it's kind of hard to tell, but when I listen on an SDR, it seems to go away.
You know, that pretty much says it all, huh?
Yeah. Well, if this Heterodyne wasn't here, I'd kick off the amp and see if you still hear it.
Do it. Let me see.
Alright, here's with the amplifier. And I'm going to turn it off. Alright, we are barefoot. Maybe 20 watts. Maybe 3 AM.
Oh yeah, it drops, so it goes away instantly. Yeah, you can see it, and it's like now you see it, now you don't. Now you hear it, now you don't.
Yeah. That's what I figured. I may try and convert the filaments on this thing over to DC or something.
That's a 2KD?
No, it's a 2KX, as in X-ray.
A 2KX? I don't think I've ever heard of a 2KX.
It's the export model. It has, it got 11 meters in it, and it's got a 4,500 watt plate supply. Come in.
Yeah, I got the AL80BX, the export version. It came with 10 meters. It came with a little beefier power supply. It came wired for 220 from the factory. So I got such a deal on this thing. I got it for less than $1,000. I think it's like brand new, shipped from Florida. The guy rarely used it, and just wanted to get rid of it. He was downsizing. He like got hurt at work, and could barely walk anymore. So he was just literally trying to, you know, get rid of everything in his station that he couldn't move by himself.
Yep. Now, I mean, it's a great amp. Just I gotta get rid of it.
Thank you, John. K4VZS, W4GCM.
Yeah, but I want an AL82 where I'm going to build 500Z 3-500 amplifier. I would like to. So that's the story on that.
Yeah, the thing with this amp is the power supply is 1 amp at 4,300 volts, and it's continuous rated. So I mean, I could just key down forever, and the thing would just happen at me.
Yeah, that's great. That's what I want. I want headroom. I'm not looking to run, legal limit plus. It's not what I want to do. I just want to run legal limit and be able to sit here and key down and walk away, fall asleep, come back like, oh man, hello? Is this thing working?
Hello, N2MIN.
Hello? Art, it's working?
I'm only, right?
It's waking.
This is W4GC.
What's working?
I don't know, something. Our radios.
Why don't you build an 813 amp like I did? I got a 100-pound transformer here, plate transformer.
I don't know. I never thought about it. Never thought about that. Building an A13 rig. I can get a bunch of parts for probably close to nothing if I pay for shipping from Keith and Brent up there in New Hampshire. So I could probably get all the parts for super cheap, and they probably had everything I need.
Now I'm looking for a B&W 850 band switch. I put one in my 813 amp. I was going to build another amp, but then I got to get another plate transformer. This is only a half an amp, this plate transformer. I can go up to 5,000 volts with it. I got two oil-filled caps at mics each at 5 kV each. The full-wave bridge.
Okay, how fast you will?
There you go. Well, that's cool. I'm sure somebody has one laying around. I gotta feed my fish. Quality fish food. W3 MMR.
And 2MIN. Who else is out there?
Hi.
Well, we got Billy, W2BTK, M1BCG, W2PHL, KD2AFV, Toby, who else was in here? W2ENY was in here. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people sandbagging.
About 4:30.
Yeah, copy on that. I was going to try and check into the AM mix.
Yeah.
I used to check into when I was down in Florida.
Oh, you're going to try to, what, the mullet net?
And it sounded like a war.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, I'll stand by if you want to try to check in down there. We were here, then next thing you know, they were there, so feel free.
Yeah, they start the net at 7. I used to talk to those guys all the time.
Well, they have real selective hearing, so you have a loud signal here. I don't know. They might not talk to you because they don't talk to any of us. I've tried.
I have a hard time.
Yeah, they probably can't hear me. I'll bet you anything I'm like super piss weak.
You got about a 25-30 dB over S9.
I'm going to 73.
I don't know, this whole rig here wire from
Ye-
Anyway, this old 813 rig there, Perry, I built it when I was down in Florida. Doing pretty good. I don't know, I got a deal on a Drake L4B. I gotta wait till this virus business is over with. A buddy of mine down in Florida has one for sale. So I don't know whether I'm going to build another amplifier or not. Let's see. Let me get back on frequency. I'm still warming up the old rig here. So anyway, if you go to my home QRZ page, you'll see my amp. Power supply is separate from the RF deck. It weighs over 100 pounds.
Yeah, I'll pull it up now. Take it. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool. That's not real big either. You know, it's like perfect little size. It looks really cool too. I like the cabinet. Now, I have another spare DX100 cabinet I could use for a build. That'd be I even think about that. Well, alright, Art, I don't want to tie it up here. There's a bunch of people in here, and if you want to go ahead and check in, feel free, or try to get down there. I'm going to take a break for a bit. I got to feed my cat, then I'm going to get a drink and relax, because I'm still working, even though it seemed like we didn't do much today, but the days that I don't do much, I'm more tired than I am on the days like I'm working my fingers to the bone. So we'll catch up in a bit. I don't know if you're going to be on tomorrow morning, but we'll be on bright eyed and bushy tailed at 4:30 or so. Into MIN W3MMR.
Oh, I'm just running a Johnson Viking 2, and that's externally modulated by a solid state Crown audio amplifier, 4-ohm output, and I use a pair of toroidal power transformers, believe it or not, to match the impedance to the 6146s in this Viking, which present about 3,000 ohms, a little less, a little more. It depends what kind of voltage and plate current you're running. So that's the deal over here, and all that goes into a doublet, open wire fed, double balance tuner, homebrew, blah blah. So, yep. I've never been able to successfully check into that net though. So who knows? W2BTK.
Yeah, Billy, W2BTK.
That's me.
Yeah, you and Perry were keying up the same time, doubling there, but your audio was coming over his. So that Viking 2 is.
I would hope so.
I was attempting to take my Viking 2 out tonight, out of the garage, and bring my old Hammerlin here, or my 75A1, hook that one up. Yeah, I was tempted to.
I was still under you though.
Chain in that. I changed the interstage transformer and did some work to the amp and the power supply and all that business. But anyway, I don't think you're going to hear that those guys are going to hear you too much with 100 watts. I mean, Clark used to hear me from Florida once in a while. I used to talk on the Viking 2 from my garage. Then I had my setup in the house. But anyway, you got nice audio coming out of that Viking 2. I was going to sell mine, but I don't know. Kind of up in the air. The external VFO with it too. So I did, like I said, I did quite a bit of work on that rig. One of these days you'll hear it on the air. I'll bring it down the basement here and tie it up with the rest of my equipment. Okay, K2BTK? I'm not sure. N2MIN.
Nah, it's an old buzzard call. It's a W2 BTK.
Okay, W2. Okay. I have to write these things down because unless I talk to you every night, then I remember the call signs. Occasional W2 BTK. My goodness. Is my audio kicking up over there? Just curiosity. I got this stupid meter here. Not very happy with the way it's working. Calibrated a couple times and seems to keep going off. Hello, put it on RMS, sideband. Anyway, yeah, you got nice audio coming out of that Viking too. So that's the story. What kind of antenna are you running? I'm running a mystery antenna. It's up about 40 feet, fed with 300 ohm twin lead, tuned to 14.175. And I put a choke at the base of the antenna and feed it with LMR 400 equivalent. About 76 feet of that. And I'm not running a tuner there, Bill. I can load right into this antenna. It's only 99 feet across the top. I can do 20, 40, and 80 and 12 meters with it. Not a problem.
Wow. That sounds pretty nutty. I'm gonna have to check out your QRZ. I forgot to go there. Oh look, my mouse is working now. So, oh no, it's not. Anyway, that sounds cool. I'm doing something similar. My antenna is about 40 feet off the ground as well, and it's overall probably 135 feet or so. Doublet, fed with the open wire line. The transmission line's like 7-inch spaced, so it's got a lot of spacing. And that comes right up through my roof, through penetrations I made with, flashing boots and pieces of Teflon. And that's fed from the homebrew double balance tuner. It's on my QRZ page. You can see I'm streaming right now, actually, too, on Twitch TV. I don't know if you've ever been on that site, but good stuff. W2 BTK.
30 over on the Cape, Billy. K1 GTX.
Out of the Viking, yeah, but I'm running a linear amplifier right now, so it's turned way down. It's only, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 watts carrier out of the Viking right now, and I'm getting about 375 watt carrier out of the amplifier. Oh no, I'm running an amp. It's just a single tube, nice amp.
Yeah, but how'd you get it down to 25 watts?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's what you asked. I have a Variac on the primary of the plate supply, and I'll just bring that down. That way I don't have to retune all my crap. I just knock it down to whatever it is, and everything's happy. I just have to lower, the feed to the modulator, because there'll be way too much audio on the carrier unless I bring that down after lowering the carrier, but that's the only adjustment.
Oh, okay. So what you're telling me is still over a Viking 2 now. It's a Frankenstein radio.
It's got a couple of external jock straps. It's got a Variac hanging out as a jock strap. It's got a modulator hanging out as a jock strap. But all in all, I did very, very few mods to it. I solid-stated the rectifiers. That's it. If I were to, disconnect the two leads that go out to the modulator and hook the 807s back up, it would be completely stock. And, it would just be a matter of removing two leads that go out to the Variac and putting those back. It's just solder tacks. So there's really no mods. I never drilled a hole in the thing. It would take me, you know, an hour tops to have a completely stock Viking 2.
You got the hammer down. Nice.
Yeah, copy on that. Okay. Yeah, I put a voltage regulator on the screens of the 807s to hold them steady. Changed the interstage transformer. Did some mods on the audio section there for the preamp and the audio amplifier. Did something with the power supply there. I forgot. Something with that big resistor underneath. Moved that up to, forgot how many ohms it was. Probably the total. And, let's see, what else? I think that was about it. And I use a Shure 444 microphone. That's what I'm using now. It seemed to work pretty good. We used to get out. But I didn't have the antenna up as high as I got it now, and that made a big difference. Putting this antenna up about 40 feet to center. And, Viking 2 was a strange radio for me. Actually, that was my first boat anchor I had gotten from somebody, and it wasn't working. First I made it work, and then I modified some of the stuff. Anyway, it's a 70-pound Johnson.
You know, I heard your audio, like, dip real quick during that transmission. If that's what you were talking about. I heard it.
What did you hear?
This is W4GCM.
Got the hammer down, Billy. Got it down again.
You know it, Daryl. It's what I do. You know, conditions are rough. People are firing up on top of us. Well, I just want to make sure you have no problem hearing me. W2BTK. And that's the glass from the past out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Daryl. N2MIN.
M who?
November 2, Mike India, November. We're saying hello.
Oh, hello, right back. You got a hammer, but that Billy got that big hammer. Old Johnson.
And Kilo 1 Golf Tango X-Ray.
Billy got all the bells and whistles to that thing. Sounding good. This is KD2AFL, the glass from the past station. I'm saying hello right back.
Hey, Billy.
Last night.
Yo. Some of the people with the Viking Ranger took out the 6146, put a 2E26 in there, and then pushed it through an amp.
The power was disrupted for a while, so that I think the company.
You copy?
And
Yeah, 2E26. I'll look into it, but I don't have any problem with this Viking. It's just, it chugs along. I abuse it. I would be, you know, I would have to be pretty bored to start messing with this thing. And not to mention, it's my only rig on the air, so we'll see about that. Maybe when I get the 810s up and running, I could do it Viking experiments. But for now, I mean, it's my workhorse, and man, it works. So I leave it the hell alone.
Putting a 2E26 in a range.
Yeah, copy. Yeah, they were doing that so they could run an amp with the Viking.
Is that so, Timmy?
It's only got one 6146 in it. We're
Roger.
changing it to a 2E26. So it put out less wattage. And somehow or another they were running an amplifier with it without using the what do you call it? Oh God, I can't think of it anymore. Jesus. Getting old. Where's Perry? Perry disappear? W3MMR? Is he still out there?
I'm listening.
26 in a Ranger to deep power is a bogus modification. It's not the right way to go.
Yes, we know that, Tim. But your friend Liz was doing it, and other people were doing it too.
Just because other people are doing it that way doesn't mean it's right. You want an explanation as to why it's bogus?
Yes.
Well, the Ranger Range circuit is set to match the impedance of the RF load impedance of the 6136. What's the difference? The 2026 is half of the 6146 in terms of emission. So you put a 60 to 2026 in there, you know, that tube wants to be optimized around 50 to 60 mils. And it's going, I think I can. It's overcoupled. So, the only way and the proper way to reduce the power of any transmitter is to reduce the plate voltage on the modulator and the TA. And that's what I'm using here, is an exciter class Ranger. Plate voltage, you know, using a 6146, pair of 6550s. The plate voltage is in the order of about 275 volts. So it's real simple. You make a solid-state plug-in replacement for the 6AX5 low-voltage rectifier. You get rid of the 514 rectifier, and you get another little output.
Well, on top of you, through all the URM and everything. And I was copying Marshall.
To the cap pretty well. 6AX5 solid-state placement. And you wire that to one of the filament pins that went to the 5R4. And you plug those pieces in. So what that does electrically is it uses the low voltage rectifier to feed both the high and low voltage filter reactors. So that'll drop your voltage down to about 350 volts or 300.
Yeah, we may have got a little closer.
And there's a few other little tweaks to do. And you take it down very nicely. You get 15 to 18 watts out of it. That's all you need.
One end of my dipole is tied to it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's how I got it going here too, Timmy. Just a variac on the primary of the plate supply, because I don't have a tube modulator in it.
Yeah, well, that's what you got there.
But I think I can.
Well, you know, a style modulator, hey, you know, variac on the plate supply. That's another way of doing it. But the Ranger's got a power transformer. You can't variac it.
I sure was worried. So that
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, it's just one transformer, and the secondary has taps on the winding for low voltage, and then in many of the Rangers they have a fixed bias supply. There's another set of taps for you know, the bias. But you know, the low voltage, you know, using it that way is very capable of handling the load. And typically the 6146, you know, you'd load it up to about 60 or 70 mils. You know, when you drop the plate voltage, it just dovetails right into exciter class.
You would think that after the first couple of stops,
Why am I hearing another QSO in there?
Yeah, there's a couple QSOs in there. But all I hear is the Timtron Institute of Technology right now.
The tip is on the channel.
WL7B.
Hey, Bruce.
Hi, Bill. Say hi to, what is it, Boo Boo or Bobo?
Hi, Bruce.
Bobo.
Yeah, Boo Boo the cat. It's like Bobo the clown, but it's Boo Boo the cat. I'm streaming right now, Bruce. I had Boo Boo on the channel. She jumped up here. I gotta change my name, but I'm streaming. Have you ever heard of Twitch TV? Well, it's twitch.tv/sniffmyballs, right? I couldn't have thought of a worse username, but this was kind of spur of the moment. I'm gonna change the name, but as it stands for now, it's Sniff My Balls. The Twitch TV /Sniff My Balls. if you want to see, I got a chat up there, live stream from the shack. You can see my pan adapter. Pretty much listen in real time, and everyone's commenting on the QSO. And if we get to talking about something like Clark was talking before about a QRZ forum thread, and I pulled the thread up there and we're scrolling through it just for reference while you're listening. So, I don't know. You can check it out if you so desire. It's W2BTK.
Yeah, okay, Bill. Is that sniff with one F or two?
It's 2. Just the way it smelled, like to smell, sniff.
And that's what, Twit? T-W-I-T-T?
No, Twitch. Twitch.
Oh, Twitch. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a computer down in the shack. I'll have to check it out later on. And, very good. Yeah, that's kind of a... might confuse people with the sniffing my balls thing. May have to change that. People might it may not be politically correct.
Yeah, I'll change it to something real generic, like, you know, ham radio something or AM something. What's up, Freedy? Who's free? Let's see.
HFG with your 4GCM. Well, thank you, Don. 7-3 to you also. Your sound.
They're actually coming up a little bit. This could start to get a little hairy. How are you guys hearing me? Timmy and Bruce and all.
You're about
still
35
strapping here
over
on
here
the
in
tank
Connecticut.
there.
All your good comments. Is there anyone else that wishes to check in?
Oh, there's some good comments flying by over here about the guys having the net. Wow.
Is that the what is it, ICO net or something?
The mullet net.
Or whatever. Somebody was talking about it before.
It's the mullet net. Gulf Coast mullet net.
Oh, well, I don't have one of those.
I'm falling asleep on my live stream, like in front of the whole world.
Gotta get yourself a big old contactor. That way it wakes you up when you key up or when your cat steps on the foot pedal.
It'll be here tomorrow.
KN4ME, is that you, John?
My speaker contactor to shut my speakers off when I key up.
Is there room for one more? Is there room for one more?
George, you're strapping. Holy crap. What'd you do?
Mother Nature. Sorry.
Oh, God, you're loud up here too, George. Wow. That's good.
Between 7:15, I think, and 7:45. It's a peak. Beautiful peak. I love it. It's like surfing. Wave is just beautiful.
25 over.
Cape Cod. A little bit as well. K1.
Wow, George. Several people jumped in there, and a lot of them weren't able to compete with the signal that you're giving me here. Tremendous. So, Mother Nature, you're yanking my chain. I know you're doing something over there. Whatever it is, impressive. W2BTK.
Thanks. It is impressive because all of you are about 20, 30 over. Trust me, it's this time of day. And conditions the way they are. Not every night, but almost. This time of day, you seem to do very well. And if you want to forward my chain, it's not... In fact, this is the amazing voice of the sucker. Thanks, I appreciate it, Billy. Great signals from all of you, by the way. So let me stand my turn here, so to speak. Great Great to hear all of you. Thanks for the welcome, and I'll stand by.
All right.
30 over.
At this time, I'm gonna go ahead and...
Roger that.
Yeah, I can see it.
Hey, Billy, do you copy K1 GTX from Cape Cod, Massachusetts?
Stand down. It's working.
K1 GTX, I hear you. Stand by.
What else is out here?
Somebody's trying to get in there. K1 GTX. I believe that was the second time he tried. So let's I'm gonna let him in there. What's up, bud?
Yeah, man, just want to make sure I'm being heard. I know that we got a lot of people from down south there, and just want to say hello.
Yeah, what's up, man? Just having a fine business break-in QSO. A couple guys here in the Northeast for the past 3.5 hours or so. Welcome.
Good evening, Wes. Into MIN.
Hey, good evening to MIN. Okay, yeah, I'll crawl back in the woods here. Sorry about that. I just know it's a tough coffee, and just want to tune this thing up and just see if I can compete a little bit, though. Thanks a lot, man, and I'll be listening. Carry on, mate.
Well, hey, if you want to see how you're doing, log into my stream there. We can see. You're strapping here in New Jersey.
Yeah, you're strapping down here in PA. You can go on youtube.com/the AM window, and I'm live streaming too on there, on Twitch, Facebook, and you're everybody's coming in really good. The band is in good shape. You guys are covering up everybody from down south, so W3MMR.
All right, thanks. I'll log into both of those. I got the URLs, and I appreciate it.
You can also like rewind on YouTube and go back and find yourself from before. It's like you can rewind however long I've been streaming. This time I've been streaming for 40 minutes, but then before that I stopped it for a second, and I was streaming for like 12 hours. So yeah, it's like a his 3885 history. So we can't like say nothing and then be like, oh crap, I wish I didn't say that.
Hey, Billy.
That's bad for you. Okay, man, cool. All right, I'm going to check that out. Thanks a lot, man. K1 GTX from Cape Cod.
No problem.
Thank you. DK, N2MIN.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, how do I find that streaming?
It's just, you go to a website, it's called twitch.tv. Twitch, like, there's bugs crawling on you, you're twitching around. Twitch.tv/ and this name sucks, I'm going to change it, /sniffmyballs, all one word, SNIFF, my balls. Disappointing, I know. I'm going to change the name soon, but you can find it there. It's a legitimate ham radio stream.
And what's it show on there?
I've got my pan adapter up. There's a chat, a live view of me, as I'm talking on the mic, and then, a couple other things on the page that to keep people entertained, more or less.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious. I never went on those sites. But anyway, what kind of signal am I sending your way there, Billy?
Oh, well, hold on. I've got to do one thing here. On your next transmission, I'll give you an SNR, but that's all I've got. I don't have an S meter or anything like that. So, hang on.
Okay, maybe Perry can fill me in.
Yeah, if you can find mine too. On YouTube, just search the AM window. I thought it was youtube.com/the AM window, but it's not. And I can't find the URL, but if you search the AM window in YouTube, that's the name of the channel, and it's shouldn't be hard to find. It should be the first thing that pops up. You'll see like a live stream, evening, 75 meter AM evenings, or evening 75 meter AM madness or something like that. I think I called it, but yeah, Billy's is cool too. He's got like chat like overlaid on it, and you know, video, like he can see like a camera view like him and his transmitter. On mine, like you can see me, then I got like a little green screen behind me, so it's like you can see the pan adapter through me, and I got my non-pan adapter up on the background, and my mod monitor is up, and then like my big S meter and stuff, so it's pretty cool. Billy was the first one on Twitch. I give him that credit. I was doing this on YouTube for a while, but he kind of like got me remotivated to start live streaming again. I was just doing recordings and putting them up on the YouTube channel, and I haven't streamed in a long time, but he kind of lit a fire in my butt.
Very good. Can you tell me how wide this is on your pan adapter there, Perry?
Yeah, you're about 8 to 9 kcs wide, I would say.
8 to 9?
Yeah, give me an S, go like that. Give me some sibilance.
You guys doubled with each other.
Give me some sibilance.
4 up or 4 down?
Yeah, but give me some sibilance. I want to see some sibilance.
Sibilance. All right, we'll talk a little bit, and I'm just curious how wide this DX60 is, modified DX60 that we're using. Good old screen modulated, none of them heavy transformers.
Yeah, you're like plus or minus 5. Plus or minus 5 kc, total, 10k total. I don't see much energy out after that.
Yeah, very good.
You got some pretty significant stuff on the S's and T's. It's going out about 5.5, maybe closer to 6. Over here, I might have more signal on you.
Maybe. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, my noise floor is kind of high right now. The static crashes, and like seems like at this time of the night I get this like power line noise that comes in. It only comes in the evening, so I don't know if it's propagated or what. But it's only like been coming in the evenings, and it's really annoying. And I haven't been able to track it down in my neighborhood yet. So my ambient noise floor right now is like 10 over 9. But I mean, I have no problem copying you. It's just Billy can probably, you're probably stronger at Billy's, and he probably has a lower noise floor, so you could probably really see that energy out there.
Yeah, Perry, maybe it's one of your neighbor's plasma TVs. I know my neighbor, when he turns on the TV.
Don't get me started.
But he's 94 years old, so I kind of leave him alone. That's what we tracked it down to. Or it could be street lighting.
Yeah, well.
Damn, oh man, I'm in the Georgia SDR. I'm in there. Those guys gotta be. I don't know how the hell they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah, I am in a battle with my neighbor about a plasma TV. I bought her a new television, and it's a long story. I've said it 100 times. I'm not going to drag the guys through it again, but put it this way. I bought her a TV, and I still have the problem because I didn't get the TV back. And she tried to trick me and give me another TV that wasn't the problem TV, and then like move the TV to the other side of the house. I would notice, and I do. Anyway, the FCC's involved, but no, this definitely isn't a plasma TV. This interference. This is broadbanded from, all the way down from the AM broadcast band all the way up to 5 megahertz, and it's very distinct buzz. Yeah, it's not like the plasma TV was. Unfortunately, I've been dealing with noise here for the 3 years that I've lived here, and worked with multiple neighbors to get rid of noise out of their homes and to get my noise level down. When I first moved here, it was 15 over 9 constantly, and now normally it's about an S9 or a little bit below. Now it's it's like it's a lot better than what it was. But then, like I said, at night here they get this power line noise or whatever it is that comes up, or grow lights or something that comes on every night. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's not real bad. Everybody else is real strong, and in the evenings and they're over top of it, and so it's not a big deal.
I called when I was in Florida, I had the power company come out. And they had
1, 2, 3 test. Sorry, I'm looking at George's SDR.
Ham radio operator. And he was part of the noise abatement, power line noise abatement. Same thing over here in Long Island. I had a guy come from the power company, and they found bad insulators that were causing my problem. So they went out and changed them. A few of them, anyway. So I'm pretty much power line noise free. I mean, I still have a noise bill about an S5 at times. But my neighbor across the street has a plasma TV, and like I said, I kind of leave him alone. He's, got one foot on a banana peel and the other one in the grave. So I'm not going to mess with the guy. Let him watch his TV, and hopefully, he'll be all right.
Yeah, I have the power abatement guy, engineer. He's been out here a couple times. I had a telephone pole get replaced right out in front of my house. But this noise hasn't been that consistent, so it's been hard to be like, yeah, go come out and look at it, because it was very intermittent until probably the past 2 weeks where it's been every evening, and it's not during the day. So I've been thinking about calling him or emailing him and asking if he can come out in the evening at this time to see if he'll be able to pick it up. But I usually try to do as much legwork as I can first and try to, pinpoint it down to a pole or, a residence or anything like that before I go ahead and get somebody out here,
Perry, I went around with an AM radio. Just a standard old AM radio, unless you have something better. And I was able to find where the noise was coming from.
Yeah, I have a handheld, let me make sure I got it.
You're doing pretty well down there in Georgia. You're 20 dB over Guess 9. Got Jabba.
Who?
You are. I'm looking at Georgia Web SDR. My mouse is screwing up here, but it's on my feed right now just to see, how we're doing down there in Georgia. And it looks like I'm making a pretty good signal in Georgia. You are too, man.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, that Lumpkin SDR is a pretty good one. I think that's probably the one you're using. Art, I have a handheld shortwave that I can put, all the hand bands in, and I just tune it to the affected frequencies, and then once I get close, it also has a strength the signal meter on it too, a digital signal meter, and once I get close, I can tune it to the AM aircraft band, and then I can get hone right in on it with that. I bought it was like $60 off of Amazon. Thing's been a lifesaver. And then if I need to, my father's got one of those MFJ directional noise finding little receivers, and he has a handheld Yagi hooked up to it. So that thing, once you can really hone in on it with that. I've had to use that before. But I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta wake up and go to work tomorrow. And hope everybody has a good night. Everybody's coming in great. Great talking to you, Art, Billy, Phil, and everyone else on frequency. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. W3MMR.
73.
All right, we'll see you later, Perry. Fun chatting out here. And I heard a million guys key up want to know how they're doing in Georgia. Go on my stream. I'm streaming my Pan Adapter here in New Jersey, so you can get a relative signal report. You'll see exactly how you're coming in here, and then I have overlaid in there Web SDR from Georgia, so you can see at the same time the kind of signal you're putting down there in Georgia. Again, it's twitch.tv/sniffmyballs. And I apologize for the name, but it is a very legitimate ham radio site.
Billy, how am I doing? Into am I in?
You're doing well. Not quite as much signal as me and Perry, but you're definitely on there.
Yeah, well, I'm only running a 200-watt carrier. I'm not running legal limit.
Yeah, no, I've got a... Hell about 150 watts more of carrier. So my PUP is right around the legal limit there.
I wonder how this thing's doing down there in that Georgia SDR. KD2 AFV.
Well, I know you're watching, Toby, so there you go. Bam!
That was just a test. I needed to see it for myself. Hey, Perry, if you're still out there, get yourself a free trial of Netflix. You got to watch that Tiger King. You're going to love it. I'm not too far behind you, though. I'm going to be hopping out of here in just a little bit. I needed to see how I was doing. I couldn't just leave everybody hanging on the air.
I just started watching it. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I just started watching it, but yeah, Billy's got a heck of a mall up there. W4IPC. Good evening, gentlemen.
See ya, and Connor, you're 30 over here, and Toby, yeah. I was watching on YouTube, man, Joe Exotic's YouTube channel. So maybe I'll pay for Netflix for maybe to get like a 30-day free trial or something. And just to watch that. I'll catch up with you guys later. It's been fun, but I gotta run. W3MOR.
Good evening. 7:30 from K1 GTX.
See ya! And if that was Shane out there that I heard, hi Shane, bye Shane.
Hello, goodbye, KB8SIU.
I knew that was you.
Yeah, the Flex is going to be on its way. I got the receipt for it. They gave me a heck of a deal. I'm trading the couple radios for it and the Maestro. So on its way. I'm going to need to ship these radios out, and they're going to pay for shipping. So we'll have a nice wide signal. Maybe we'll even sound as good as Billy.
Connor, you're 10 dB over S9 in Georgia.
I don't care about Georgia. I want to know how I sound to you.
You're smoking tonight. The lightning crashes aren't there, so it's amazing.
I'll take it. Not here in Georgia. Soon we'll have wider audio with the Flex once I get that in. I'll probably be off for a couple of nights in the time between I ship these radios and then the Flex gets in, but we'll have nice wide audio, so we're excited.
Yeah, Connor, your antenna must have grew a little bit of hair tonight.
Which Flex?
It's 400.
I got the 100. Somebody doubled.
It's the 6400.
Very nice.
Good start for me. I'd rather had the 6600, but that was like $1,500 more, and it wouldn't have worked with. I'm doing a trade, apples for apples trade for my radios for the Flex. So I mean, it's my kind of my dream radio. So it's worth, any of the Flex 6000s are better than what I have.
Well, hell yeah, that's going to work fine business. I'm excited for you to get that thing, too. Oh, my God. I think... Hold up. We're like, coming up in Georgia. Jesus. Hello. I'm 35 over in Georgia.
40 in Ohio.
Georgia.
You're 40 over on Mike's SDR.
This is that one-way propagation stuff. Geez, my mouse is screwing up over here. It's getting out. W2BTK.
K1 GTX, I don't know if it's one way. I don't see how they can not hear you, but hey,
Well, you know why? I know why they can't hear us, and I'll tell you. It's 'cause they're not on the radio. They're on a Facebook group, most likely bitching about something. And yeah, I'm more or less talking about my favorite Fourlander, the dude, Flea Lips or Flea Lips, or I forget P-Lip, I forget exactly what his name is, but I know you can hear me really well right now.
They're probably
there's
complaining
no
about
doubt
me
about
getting
it.
a transistor.
Yeah,
radio
I think
and
they're
not
hearing me
running,
too, I'm
forecast.
willing to bet. But anyhow, all right, man. Well, this is cool. You got a cool stream going on. I just logged in, as you can tell, and very good, very good. Keep it on. Keep on keeping on, as they say.
Yeah, man, thanks. I've been working on it here and there over the past couple days, trying to get it to turn into something. It's getting there. I've got some ideas. I'm going to do different stuff on here, too, not just always AM, in the AM ghetto here. I'm going to try to get on work some DX on Slot Bucket, do some FT8. We'll have a little bit of diversity in the diet, but I think it's going to be like scheduled times. Nighttime, like now, you know, I'll be on AM, but during the day and stuff, who knows? Ham radio streams. Maybe I'll do streams of me fixing my junk. Who knows? But if you go on there, if you're watching, it helps me out quite a bit if you follow the page, if you're enjoying what you're seeing. So there's that. W2BTK.
Twitch-fix my junk.
Okay, I don't know about the latter part of that. I'll follow you just for that. I don't want to see the junk, but anyway, that's cool, man. And yeah, I'm sure they're hearing you. They're hearing me too. I can guarantee. If anyhow, all right, man. Just wanted to chime in here. Good talking to you. I think I'm gonna go whip up some supper here. But thanks for letting me in here, and you guys are definitely entertaining here. So 73, some K1 GTX Cape Cod channel.
I've actually been lately doing some live streams from Haiti, working pile-ups from Haiti on YouTube and Twitch. You can go back and watch them. 73! I didn't get your name, but 73, W4IPC.
Sniff my balls while I fix my junk.
I know, dude. I apologize for the name. I made the account just as a goof. I wanted to see what the site was all about, and then I actually got serious about it, and now I regret it. So I have to wait a month before I can change the name. The site won't let me do it. So I'm gonna, as soon as I can, I'll come up with something a little better. And I haven't advertised this anywhere except on the air, but once I change the name, I'll probably put it some places.
Perfect. Big titty Korean.
What do you think of the tube? Is it big enough on the screen?
That's what she said.
There we go. Now I got a big tube.
Oh, my.
Your tube, huh?
Hi there, everybody out there. Billy, there it is. Yep, right on cue. Billy, Connor down there, the heck was K1 GTX. Anyone else out there I missed? I'm hopping on out of here. KD2 AFV saying 7-3.
7-3 from GTX. Very well done.
All right, Toby, we'll catch you. W2BTK.
73 from W4. I prefer carrier.
Hey, Connor, who are you trading your 7300 for a Flex with?
With Flex?
No, you said you were swapping your radios for a Flex. Who are you trading with? A store, a retailer, or an individual?
Yeah, I'm trading with Flex Radio.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah, Flex has a trade-in program. You can trade in your radio for a Flex. And that's what I'm doing with Flex Corporate.
What are they giving you for it?
A Flex 6400.
They're not going to trade even, though. What are they giving you for your 73?
They're giving me the Flex 6400.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
The perks of being 17. I give my 7300 and my FT1000 MP, which are not near worth as much as what I'm getting, and I get the Flex 6400 and the Maestro. So, heck of a deal.
That's a great deal then. Okay, that's very good. I'd go for that. Cool, yeah. The Maestro, make sure they don't try to pass off a B version on you though. Make sure you specify you will only accept the A version. Make sure you get a B version. The A version's a heap of crap.
QSL. Well, beggars can't be choosers.
Alright, well good luck, man. We'll see. I'm running the 6500 here, so you enjoy it. Alright, man. We'll let the frequency roll. K1 GTF.
Yep, that's my dream radio. That's Flex 6000 series, so we'll see. W4, I prefer carrier. Back to the airwaves.
Connor, you're smoking in Georgia. I don't know if you know.
Well, that's the only place I'm smoking, I guess.
Nah, you're ripping here, but you're smoking in Georgia. It's over 10 dB over S9, probably like 13, 14.
Nice. You're 40 over here. You're 40 over here. I just can't wait for Perry's antenna to get here. Toss that thing up in the sky and see how good that thing does. To be honest, I might even replace my current antenna with that antenna.
Yeah, Connor, you're 20 over here on the Cape strongest you've been, so your signal is quite sufficient here.
Real good, man. And then the absence of like crazy lightning crashes is really nice for once.
Yeah, just wait till that Flex gets here. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Alright, I did it. I just put an order into RF Parts for new filament chokes. We'll wait and see.
Oh, you should have let me know. I know the owner of RF Parts.
Yeah, they were $25 shipped. not too worried, a better discount.
Alrighty. Yeah. I'm friends with the owner. They got some cool stuff over there. They got a whole warehouse of just old stuff that they can't get rid of.
Yeah, I was looking on their website. They got a lot of pulls, a lot of transformers and stuff they pulled out of old radios, out of old amplifiers and stuff.
Yeah, they got a whole multi-thousand square foot warehouse that's just full of shelves of just equipment. What I would do to just have 10 minutes to run around there with a shopping cart.
Yeah, it'd be fun to load stuff up, but unfortunately I don't have much time. Us working folk, us essential working folk, I should say, we're keeping pretty daggone busy. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm keeping busy with school. I feel like school is definitely easier in person. It's kind of a real hassle to do it over the internet. I would much rather be doing it in person. And I'm assuming this is going to ruin snow days. Because now they're just going to say, all right, get on Zoom and load up your online class instead of having to close school. So there goes fun for the next generation.
Your school is using Zoom. Haven't they seen all of the security risks that are in Zoom? It's basically one great big open back door to your computer.
It's the government. Trust me. You're going to try hard to get into this computer, but it's government work, so you know.
Yeah, if it were my personal computer, I would basically tell the school, until you get something a little bit more secure, you're going to have to give me a refund. Phone call, AB3AL.
Yeah, that is a little, I don't know.
Well, we run a VPN, We run IP frequently, so, and I'm decently computer smart fire. I don't know, but whatever gets me to pass this stupid college class, I'll take it.
Hey, Billy, did you say you were running a Crown for your modulator?
Yeah, it's a Crown Comtech 800 amplifier. It's like an old heavy-ass Crown, 800 watts a side. And I'm using one channel of it turned way down to modulate the Viking.
That's nuts. I hate to break in. But yeah, check out my QRZ page sometime. On the bottom is my system in my living room. I've got 3 of them strapped, mono. One's the K2 and then 2 2500. So I'm not balancing myself. So I found that pretty interesting.
I'm on there now, checking it out. Yeah, it's interesting to do it that way because, you know, when you build a normal modulator with tubes, it's like, you know, a real high impedance to another high impedance, and you don't need, you know, that's what the mod transformers are. Like, those are the turns ratios you can get in regular iron, but I need to make 4 ohms present itself to like almost 3,000 ohms, and it's like pretty close to 30 to 1, and I couldn't find any mod transformers, and they're expensive and this and that. The toroidal power transformers that Antec makes are so good, and the leakage reactance is so low. I just take 2 of them. I pick. They all have 115 primaries, and then there's a whole slew of secondary voltages. So you find 2 voltages that work. In my case, 55 volts and 800 volts. The other thing about Antecs is there's 2 sets of parallel windings and secondary windings. So I've got the 255 volt windings in parallel. That feeds through, so I turn that transformer around backwards. I'm using the secondary as a primary. Now the other side ties right into the 115 of the other transformer. That one's not turned around backwards in series, and then the output of that are the 2 800 volt windings in series make 1600 volts. So you get your 55 volt primary, 1600 volt secondary, and the turns ratio is perfect for the Viking 2. And like I said, they're so much better. Like, they're just really, really good. The insulation, the low leakage reactance, you can do crap with these toroidal transformers that just doesn't work with other ones.
You got great isolation in this circuit.
Yep, that's cool, man. And you'll have plenty of drive with that Crown. I just had to throw that in there. So, that's cool, man. I love it. That's awesome.
It's got great isolation, doesn't it?
The schematic is up on my QRZ page if you want to stare at it. There's also a 3 diode ultra modulation circuit in there.
Yeah, but it sounds beautiful. Great isolation, no noise, yada data. Good work. On that note, let me say goodnight to all of you. Great hearing all of you. Stay well. Talk to you when propagation permits, or when my other half permits. Good night, all. WB2HJK. Clear.
Yeah, Billy is the strongest station on the band, as always. But 73, W4IPC.
Oh, come on, Connor. No, see you later, George. Nice talking to you. You were strapping before, man. Jeez, whew. Connor, when I first got my General, I came out here and I just sat quiet most of the time because I didn't understand anything. Now, what, we're 2.5 years later, and yeah, trust me, just keep hanging out.
Yeah, well, I need to get a bigger amplifier so I can run it up closer to legal limit. I mean, your sidebands are louder than the static crashes, and the static crashes are like 30 over. You're a good 50 over S9.
Why, thank you.
All right, folks, catch you later on. Hope you got to see that setup there, Billy, at the bottom there. That's my living room. How's my wife making out on that one, huh? And Connor, hang tight, man. You're already in there, so don't worry about it. Keep on and wait till you get that flex. You'll be sounding stylish. 73, guys. 73. It's K1 GTF. Bye-bye.
Hey, Wes, we had those same exact JBL 18s in the club that I used to work at. Same exact ones. And the goofy owner installed them in the ceiling and in the walls, elevated off the floor. They got wiped out during Hurricane Sandy. I made him put them on the floor. He didn't want to do it. He fought me. But those things, once they coupled with the floor, oh my God, they shook the club. That was just like 2 of them. And it looks like you have 2 in your living room. Good God.
Yeah, I've actually literally knocked shingles off the walls on the back side there. That's no lying. The pictures fall off and everything else. But yeah, they rock. I mean, that Crown K2 at the bottom, that's the real deal. That's bridge, so I can effectively throw out about a KW into those. And the other 2 amps are 2400s in stereo mode for the 4 Bose units. And but anyway, yeah, it gets pretty loud. It's pretty good.
And you have them in an array formation, I noticed as well, for that nice 3 dB, uptick. Perfectly that's the other thing I have to point out, that all of your speakers, the way you have them, oh no, look, I see the other one. They all look like they're on the same plane, so they'll be perfectly in phase. Good stuff.
Close as I could, yeah. And actually those 2 in the middle are one single center channel driven by a amp that starts with a QIS amp that you can't see. That's in the floor in the basement. That's for the center. I run 5 channels, discrete channels. Anyway, we can talk about that some other time. But I figured you'd get a kick out of it because I am a Crown fan. I've been for years, and I think that's just killer that you're using that for one of your audio stages. So that's pretty good.
All right, Wes. We'll catch you later. And yeah, you got to put them to use. I wanted a Macrotech 5000, but I couldn't cough up the coin. That belch sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Well, I just stepped back. Well, what is this audio foolery going on? What kind of speakers are used to shake the floor?
Oh, nothing compared to what you're used to, Tim. Yeah, it's just a small setup. 2 18 JBLs, and I've got 4 Bose 802 Series 3s and 4s, and some flipshes to double back them to get the highs. It's just a living room small setup, but it will, it does put shingles off the wall because they're not on very good.
And a couple of 18-inch JBL big-ass professional-grade woofers.
That's correct. In their professional cabinets.
Yeah, that's big money.
That's when I made big money, Tim. They're 15 years old.